guys, it's Kwana back again with another review. Hope you guys are doing awesome. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the new Starz television series entitled Blindspotting. This series is a sequel to the 2019 movie created and starring Daveed Diggs and Rafael Casal, and it stars Jasmine Cephas Jones, who would also starred in that film as the girlfriend to Rafael Casal's main character Miles. And this series takes a look at a little closer at Ashley's life and how she navigates the world of raising her son while Miles' character is unexpectedly arrested. It looks at her desire to maybe navigate maintaining her roots, but also trying to establish a better life for her son. The series also stars Helen Hunt, which is a very surprising role for her in a way that we've not seen her before. And it is a great cast of ensemble characters. Again, Rafael Casal is in it as well. We have not seen Daveed Diggs in this first episode yet. I have no fear that he will probably pop up in this series, but it seems as though he's taking a more of a creative behind the scenes hand at it. But really the main star of this show is the Bay Area, is Oakland. There is a lot of infusion in the Bay Area culture into this series, even more so, I think, than the movie itself. There's a real attempt in this series to make Oakland a character. And in fact, when we see a lot of the background characters and show up on screen, dancing, performing, doing the sideshows with the card tricks and things of that nature, that is literally the creative team trying to show us Oakland culture and bringing it to life on screen. And I am here for all of it. I think that this first episode was a really good episode. Now I'm going to give you guys a couple of very mild spoilers because I do definitely encourage you to check out the series, especially this first episode. I'm going to keep coming back each week watching this to see how it develops, how the plot develops, but I think there is definitely some good groundwork that's done here. So again, it picks up about 6 months after the events of the film Blindspotting. Miles is unexpectedly arrested, even though you can't really say it's too unexpected with Miles's character. And if you haven't seen the film, I definitely encourage you to see the film. It is a dramedy, so it's a little bit of comedy, mostly drama, lots of infusion and culture in that as well. And we have his girlfriend, not quite his wife yet or his fiance, but his girlfriend Ashley, who is basically narrating the series for us in the same way that Daveed's character Colin narrated the original film. She narrates it via spoken word and via rap. I hope that we get a chance to maybe hear some singing from Miss Jasmine Cephas Jones in this series, because that would just make my little Hamilton heart swell up with joy. And she's moving in with Miles's mother, who is this eccentric, artistic woman. We kind of don't know much about her quite yet, but she's going to be living with Miles's mother and his sister. His sister is a riot. She's very vivacious. She's young. She's really into this new era of women owning their sexuality and, using that to create business opportunities for themselves via social media. And she and Ashley do not get along. And so we're going to get some clashing from them. We also get the character Janelle, who, if I'm not mistaken, is supposed to be Colin's sister. So if you've already watched the first episode, let me know down below in the comments if I'm correct on that. And she's one of Ashley's close friends, and so we're going to get a lot of kind of like buddy relationship between the two of them as this rallying of women kind of come together to help raise Ashley and Miles' son and kind of help lift her up during this time. As I said, I really like it. Jasmine Cephas Jones has proven herself to be a very competent actress. I've seen her in a lot of things. She tends to do a lot of projects with her fiance, Anthony Ramos. She had a co-starring role with him in Monsters and Men. And then she was recently she was in Free Ray Sean, which, if I'm not mistaken, she won a Primetime Emmy for. And in fact, she won during the same year as her father, Ron Cephas Jones, won for one of his roles, well, his role on This Is Us. And so I love them. Her father is an amazing actor in his own right, and she is really blooming into a force to be reckoned with. And I'm looking forward to seeing her get some nominations, especially for this role. There is a scene that takes place where she's delivering a kind of a spoken word monologue, just kind of expounding on her feelings in this situation. And then there is a dialogue between her and Miles's sister Trish that I think really sets the groundwork for what this series is going to be, and some of the great acting that we're going to see out of this series. Again, I think what seems to be emerging as a primary theme in this particular show is going to be her own identity. So where Blindspotting kind of dealt with this relationship between Colin and Miles, and more of a focus on Colin navigating the world in which, as a Black man, he is targeted, especially because he has spent time in jail, and also his tumultuous relationship with Miles, who is his white best friend, and growing up in this area that's very heavily influenced by Black culture. And so Miles has kind of taken on some of the stylistic attributes of Black culture in that way, and it causes some tension between the two of them. I think we're going to really focus in on Ashley really trying to navigate what it means to stay true to her roots and her background, but also what it means to try to provide opportunities for your child, seemingly better opportunities. And do you have to leave behind your culture in order to do that? That seems to be what's emerging as the theme here, and I'm definitely here for it. I thought it was a great first episode. There wasn't really a lot that I missed. I definitely want to see more interactions with Ashley in the son going forward, and kind of seeing her in that mothering role. I also think that Helen Hunt was a very interesting choice to play Miles's mother, so I'm looking to see what she brings to this role. But yeah, it comes on Sunday nights, if I'm not mistaken, and it's on Starz, and so I'm definitely going to check it out, and I hope you do too. So if you've already seen the first episode of Blindspotting, let me know down below in the comments what you thought about it, and if you plan to continue watching the series. And I will see you guys on the next video. Toodles!